we are at this is the finals of the Grand Prix Trial in Cork, standard format. We have Declan on the left, playing junk tokens, Francesco on the right with the Naya humans. Both players considering their first hands, whether or not they want to keep. Francesco will be on the play as he went into this top 8 with the most points. He plays a Forest and a Pilgrim, and over to Declan. Declan is an experienced Magic player, always likes to consider his hand before making a move. You'll see him repeatedly look through things. The first card down is Sunpetal Grove tapped. So back to Francesco. His third mana edging its way onto the table. Whether or not he'll make a move now. Oh, he attacks for 1. Declan on 19. Now, what can he do in response? Always gives very careful consideration to his plays. We have a Swamp and Intangible Virtue, so his tokens will be Vigilant and have +1/+1. Pretty good card. So 4 mana for Francesco now, tapping said 4 mana for a Huntmaster of the Fells. So up to 22, and gets a wolf token for his troubles, a 2/2 wolf token. Huntmaster can be a very troublesome card. Now, what can Declan do here? 3 mana is a good amount of mana for the token decks. You've got Lingering Souls, you've got Midnight Haunting. I'm sure there's quite a few other tricks that arrive at 3 mana, maybe Borderland Ranger. So a Forest hits the table. And if he doesn't cast, the Huntmaster will flip. You can't have that, really. That would be really upsetting for Declan, so he does want to cast a spell here. Dum, 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 dum. Any second now there's going to be a spell, yep. Lingering Souls. So, 2 flyers, back to Francesco. Draw. Cavern of Souls. Probably choosing Human, Angel, or Beast. Declan not running any counters, so more than likely it won't really matter. Francesco wondering whether or not he wants to cast a spell. The Huntmaster flipping would kill one of the tokens. What does he want to do? Tap 2 more. It's another Huntmaster. Quelle surprise. So another 2 life and another token for Francesco, putting him to 24, and with quite a healthy board state. So back to Declan. Hits the 4 mana very gracefully there. It's Vault of the Archangel, I believe, that land. So it'll give his creatures lifelink and death touch. I think it's 4 mana to activate, plus tapping the land itself, so he doesn't actually have the mana to activate it. So in for 4 flying damage, putting Francesco back to 20. Of course, the spirit tokens are vigilant now because of Intangible Virtue, so they don't have to tap. 4 mana for Garrick. What will he choose to do here? Probably shoot a creature. He wants to shoot one of the Huntmasters. Cloud Shift the Huntmaster. So another wolf and another 2 life. That's quite a nice move there by Francesco. I think Cloud Shift possibly not seeing as much play as it should. It's quite a powerful card. There's quite a lot of targets for it to hit for good value, for great value, some might say. So Garrick didn't take any damage there himself, still hasn't flipped. Francesco, considering his options here, he might not want to be aggressive. He might want to be aggressive. Oh, he passed the turn. Passed the turn. Huntmasters are flipping. Shoots the 2 tokens, and Declan will take 4 to the face there, so putting him to 15. Draw. Declan needs to respond to these Ravagers now. Huntmasters now become Ravagers. 4/4 Tramplers. What has he got? Well, an isolated chapel anyway. He put that down a while ago, but he probably doesn't want the Ravagers to flip back. You can see him doing some maths in his hand there, totting up a few totals. Who knows? So, shoot the Pilgrim. Francesco says, sure. Looks like he taps for a mana first, so 1 in the mana pool. Garrick will flip. With 2 counters on him. So, flashing back Lingering Souls. The souls have lingered. Declan says, hold on, I might not be finished here yet. Still doing things. Still running the permutations in his head. Francesco takes a little bit of time out just to have a little read of Garrick. Maybe he's looking at the picture. It's his go now though. Draws a card. Sun Petal Grove. Let's see what he does. 3 mana up for Declan here. As we said earlier, 3 mana does a lot. Does a lot in this deck. Francesco has to be quite careful. Seems as though he has a play here though. Tapping 3. Oblivion Ring. So the intangible virtue now gone. Francesco swings with everything. The wolves at Declan, I imagine. Although they're all wolves now. So that Ravager unclear as to where the attacks are going. Possibly everything at Declan here. This represents 4, 8 and 6, 14 damage. Tapping 3. More than likely in comes the Midnight Haunting. Declan just double checking what mana Francesco had available. So we'll see 4 spirits on the battlefield here, possibly wanting to block a Ravager just to take it out. I mean, it's a pretty legit move. You have to stop these guys from doing their shenanigans. Declan's still considering the best thing to do here. He's on 15, so this attack is pretty big. He'll still be taking 2, 4, 6, 10 damage. Yeah, so all 4 block 1 Ravager in the hope that he kills it, which he does. Takes 10 damage. Declan on 5 here. More than likely it'll be his turn soon, and we'll see what he can come up with. Gavany Township. Unfortunately no creatures to pump though. Declan's in a bit of a pickle, that's for sure. A bit of a pickle indeed. I'm sure he will make a play very soon though. Make a wolf, of course. That's what you do. You make a wolf. A 1/1 death touch wolf, no less. So, slight deterrent now for him here. He also plays Lingering Souls, flashes it back, which means Francesco's Huntmaster will flip. But Declan will have a slightly more stable table here. So, Francesco untaps, flips his Huntmaster, goes up another 2 life, gets another token. So I believe that's Francesco on 24, while Declan is on 5. It's the power of the Huntmaster. This really is an incredible card. So, what will Francesco do here? Okay, attacking with the 4 2/2 wolves that he has stockpiled. Oh, changed his mind. That was a long time after the attack to change your mind, but however. So, block, block, and block. Declan taking no damage, killing a wolf, losing his own wolf and 2 spirit tokens. It's possible those attacks are directed at Garrick. Who knows? So, Huntmaster flips. Declan down to 3. Spirit gets shot. Draw that card. Interesting. I believe that was a Sever the Bloodline that Declan drew. Very powerful spell. The target though, which is the target? There's 3 2/2 wolves. So is it worth killing them and trying to deal with the Ravager of the Fells at a later point? At which time it could have flipped and made 3 more wolves and all these shenanigans could have happened, or should he just go straight for the source itself and use his spell on the Ravager, just out of sight, out of mind. Tough choices here for Declan. He is on 3. The 3 wolves represent 6 damage, where the Ravager, although trample, still represents only 4 damage. So that will be lethal anyway. No, he can put out a wolf to block the Ravager. Declan attacks for 1, putting Francesco to 23. Very interesting. So +1 counter for Garrick. Death Touch Wolf arriving on the scene, no doubt. There he is. Here we go. Is he playing it? He is playing it. He is playing the Sever the Bloodline on what though? What is he playing it on? It's the Ravager. He's playing it on the Ravager. Francesco says, sure thing. Sure thing. That Huntmaster is exiled. Might not be relevant. So, untap. Oh, looks like that was game. And we've quickly gone into game 2. So, I think we can say that Francesco won that other game. I don't think Declan was coming back into it. Like, it was just, there was too much. While he did fight bravely, I think it was just too much in Francesco's favour. So, we will say that Francesco was 1-0. Thanks, editor. Right. Declan on the play this time. Dealing out his 7 Black Lotus sleeved cards. Both players considering whether or not they're going to keep these hands. So we're at game 2 of the Grand Prix Trials in Cork that were held recently. Declan on the left, Francesco on the right. Declan leading with the plains and go. Francesco with a Temple Garden tap saying go. A forest from Declan. And an Arbor Elf. Francesco plays another Temple Garden. Tapped again. Back to Declan, who plays Isolated Chapel. He's got 4 mana now at his disposal. Still has yet to really utilise that mana. The Arbor Elf not coming out on turn 1, but on turn 2. What will Declan do here? Again, giving careful consideration, and that's a Rock's Faith Mender. A card that doubles the life you gain whenever you gain it. And it's a 1/5 lifelink, I believe, so he's a tough scoundrel with a pretty good ability that can get out of hand quite quickly. So Francesco far seeks, seeking his answers in the distant lands. A mountain. It looks like an altered mountain as well. Not that that gives you any advantage, of course. Just a picture. Different picture. Right, so Declan's untapping. Pretty sure he's got things he can cast. Gavony Township. does actually have the mana to activate this if he wants to. Might not be a bad idea. His creatures could quite... Well, he can't activate it now, seeing as he's attacked with the Arbor Elf. Not sure if I agree with that, but we'll see what he follows up with. So Francesco down to 18. Declan to 22. The Rock's Faithmender doubling the lifelink. So 3 mana, a Centaur healer. So that is 6 he's gained from that, so he's 28 now. Yeah, so maybe Declan has made the right move there. Gavney getting all the more powerful the more creatures you have out there. So Francesco tapping 5, it's probably a Thragtusk. Let's be honest, what costs 5? Thragtusk does. So Francesco up to 23 and has a troublesome creature indeed on the board. Although Gavney will quite quickly put the Faithmender out of danger from the Thragtusk, and after only a matter of a couple of turns the Centaur will also outreach him, but dedicating all that mana to that is a dangerous thing. But might not be a bad thing. You'd still retain the cards in your hand. I mean, 3 creatures would be getting buffed by the Gavney. So we have a Forest from Declan. Considering his options, weighing them up. I mean, the Centaur trades for the Thragtusk anyway, so he could... No. Hard to know what the right move is here without seeing the rest of Declan's hand clearly. So we have destroy target mono-colored creature. Ultimate price on the Thragtusk. A 3/3 beast now forming. Don't forget, you always have to bring a second spear when fighting with a Thragtusk. So the Rock's Faithmender is coming in on his own. He'll be blocked by the beast. Declan will go to 30 and then cast the Borderland Ranger. So increasing his presence, making sure he hits his next land. He's played a Forest already this turn, so I'm sure that Swamp is going into hand. I'd imagine the turn will soon be passed to Francesco after Declan has finished giving his shuffles and offering the deck to Francesco to cut it or shuffle it at his will. So I believe it's 30 life to Declan, 23 to Francesco. And Francesco just giving a quick shuffle to Declan's deck. Declan's deck. Sounds quite funny. So, Francesco, what can you do to answer this? I know. I'll cast a Huntsmaster. Francesco casts a Huntsmaster. He's at 25. He gets a wolf. And, happy days, I believe. Considering whether to attack or not, probably not a good idea. He doesn't attack. So, Declan kind of has an opportunity here to get somewhere. Although, he will want to cast a spell, I think, to stop the Ravager from flipping. But the Ravager, I mean, it has targets for its flip, but they're not amazing targets. The borderland has already got a land. The Arbor Elf, he's pretty much done his duty at this stage. Plus, if you were to Gavany in response, he'd be able to save the borderland. So what's going on here? Tapping 4 mana. 4 mana from Declan. Oh, he's played the Garrick. He's played a Garrick. That's good. And he's going to shoot the Huntmaster. Attempt to shoot the Huntmaster. Does Francesco have the answer like last time? No, he doesn't. Huntsmaster goes down. Garrick will flip. He'll be on 1 counter. Flippy flippy. Okay, we'll flip him later. For now, we'll attack. Just with the Centaur Healer. Declan willing to trade the Centaur Healer for the Beast. I don't like this trade. I don't like Declan trading his Centaur Healer here. He has Gavany. He need only wait. So Francesco just pointing out that Garrick should have flipped. It's fine, and now it's over to Francesco. Francesco having another read of this Garrick, or else he really, really likes that picture. Maybe a bit of column A, a bit from column B. So, draw. Ooh. Is it a miracle? Is it a miracle? It is a miracle. It's a miracle. 1 mana tapped. 2 mana tapped. 3 mana tapped. 4 mana tapped. 5 mana tapped. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana altogether. That is a miracle for a 5. Killing everything. Francesco probably deciding where to deal the damage, to Garrick or to Declan. Looks like he's dealing it to Declan. Down to 25 is Declan. All his creatures wiped. Wouldn't a Gavany have been nice? It would have saved maybe his Rocksmender. If he had gotten a couple in, it might have saved something else. Probably nothing else, but the Rocksmender would still be alive, and that would be good. Oh, Garrick is dead. So the attack would have brought Declan to 28. Oh no, he killed it. He killed the Garrick with the wolf. So it is 25 apiece here. Declan with an overgrown tomb. Tapping 4 mana. He's severing the wolf, really? I think that's a little bit excessive. He's now handless. Has flashback, yes, and yes, he can cast the flashback, but honestly, that was still probably a little bit excessive. Seeing it that he's on 25 life. Who might comment on this? Declan beat me on his way to this match, so he knows what he's at. A Huntmaster appears. A wild Huntmaster appears. Francesco up to 27. And the flashback, Sever, and a Temple Garden tapped is what Declan has. Francesco considering his options here. Tumty tumty tum. Tumty tumty tum tum tum. It's a Thundermaw Hellkite. 7 damage. Declan now on 18. Things heating up over here. It's another Sever. Will you look at that? How do you like them apples? Francesco coming in for another 2 damage. Declan down to 16. Plays 27. Declan says go, I believe, or maybe not. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. 2 mana. Put in the soldier. Put in the 2/2 vigilant soldier. Oh, I think that's a Kessig Wolf Run possibly. So this attack for 4 coming in. A Restoration Angel hits the deck, going to block the Vigilant Soldier, but that might be no good, because if that is a Kessig, it's gonna get stomped. So let's see. Attacks declared, blocks declared, and what is happening? So Kessig can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional damage. That would make, if you were to target the soldier, would make his attack a total of 8, dealing 4 trample damage, killing the resto, dealing 4 trample damage, plus 2 from the wolf. That would be 6 damage total, and resto would be dead. Yep, so he Kessig's the soldier. The guy's just going through the numbers. Should be Declan to 10 now. So 6, 2, 8, 46. Yeah, I think that's right. Declan does have the other sever. Is he going to spend 7 mana to sever another single wolf? It looks like he might. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sever. Sever. Severe sever. Right, Francesco, over to you. What can you do here? What can you do here indeed? Exciting game here, the finals of the GPT in Cork. Standard. Naya humans, junk tokens. Who will be victorious? Francesco's still thinking about something. It's not a complex board state that we have at the moment. Okay, turn. Now it's Declan's turn to do something. I think I saw Sundering Growth in Francesco's hand there. Oh, here comes tapping of mana. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a Thragtusk. Excellent. So Declan going to 15. We might get to see some Gavany activations at long last. Oh, Zealous Conscripts taking the Thragtusk. Attacking for 7. No, attacking for 8, excuse me. That puts Declan to 7. Oh, the sneaky resto. The sneaky resto. Taking the Thragtusk permanently now. Getting 5 life and getting a token. The sneaky resto. That's probably lights out for Declan, unfortunately. I would assume there's no coming back from this. Two cards in hand. 2 cards in hand. That sneaky resto. Nice play from Francesco. Declan twirling his cards around, trying to magic them into something else. Have they changed? No, they haven't. They hadn't changed. Oh. Oh. Interesting. One of them was a Restoration Angel. He mustn't have had the mana. Oh well. Good game, Francesco. 2-0 in the finals. Congratulations. Good game. Hard luck, Declan. I know he'll be back. His relentless magic playing. So, farewell from serious business until the next time.